Thank you so much. Somebody said there is no volume. That's pride. Pride. Thank you so much for that information. Yeah, no volume. Truly, there's no volume. Thank you, Johnny Muff. Thank you so much. All right. Once again, I say good morning to all esteemed viewers across the globe watching us on the platform every day. We appreciate your presence. We thank you for staying glued to the channel. Of course, it is time your number one newspaper review program, your number one public opinion program. Welcome you all esteemed viewers both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Gentleman Mike has greeted, Femi has also greeted, even if there was no volume when they greeted.
Thank God for another chance to greet you. We say thank you very much. Thank you for being there for us. Today is Friday. We say TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Anyway, for people that want to celebrate a weekend, I pray that God will give us grace to be celebrating. Weekend in a comfortable zone. Thank you very much for always being there for us.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Vincent here, and I say good morning. I have Onyeze. You can see Olajide there. Olajide is behind me there. Good morning to you, Olajide. Combs, the city boy. Yeah, good morning to you. Kule, how are you doing? Welcome to the program. Oluwawan of Ogbaland. Say good morning to you, Oluwawan of Ogbaland. You're also welcome to the program. Adebayo is there. You can see Adebayo right there. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Also in the comment section, Pride, you say good morning. Imafidon, good morning. Eguna Kingsley, I say good morning to you. Thank you for joining me this beautiful Friday morning. Yeah, I said earlier on that Johnny Muff provided coffee for us some days ago. Yeah. We are one of the beneficiaries of the coffee.
I drank the coffee, but I like tea. I drank tea. No, I thank God for.
You even drank tea this morning. Suma, you also drank tea this morning.
Anyway, thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. Never test it. Whatever good thing you are looking for, God will give you. Amen. Thank you very much.
Oluwawan of Ogbaland, how are you doing? Johnny Muff is here with you.
I'm fine. We are happy. The atmosphere is a conducive environment. Thank God it's Friday. The Friday is considered weather is like we are in a real country. Good morning. God bless all of you. God continue to give you that strength because it's only God. So without Him, nothing. But with Him, we are happy.
And to Johnny Muff who provided coffee for you.
Yeah, very. See, we never lack coffee because coffee is a special something. When you say coffee, it's different from another name. When you say tea and coffee, they are different entirely. But the highest one is coffee. That's the language of the VIP.
Oluwawan, the language. Thank you so much. Good morning to you too. Thank you. You're welcome to the program. I have Kuforiji's family. Wow. Kuforiji, good morning. You're welcome to the program. I really appreciate your presence here this morning. Yeah, what do we have this morning? The APC convention, that is what is currently trending. Yeah. Currently trending in the country, and as we have it this morning, workers have been told to work from home. That is what the federal government told workers in the FCT, that's the Federal Capital Territory. If APC were in opposition, would APC tolerate that?
No.
He said no. All right, I'll be looking at this this morning. We'll move down to the Punch newspaper. 32 governors, 8,450 delegates arrive Abuja for APC convention. This is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper, and it is the major headline right on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Good morning to you all the way from UK. Raf Olu, you're welcome to the stand. Thank you so much for joining us. Government orders remote work amid gridlock fears. Convention opens as party with above lawsuit claims. Airlines, hotels cash in. All right, yeah, of course they will cash in now. About 8,450 delegates. They'll be lodging somewhere.
Yes, of course.
All right, we move down to another story. This is on page 3 of the Punch newspaper, 2027. 2027 governorship race inside Kwara, APC's consensus dilemma. We move to page 17. CBN blacklist top loan defaulters. Wow, CBN blacklist top loan defaulters. On to the next one. Ali to be crowned Ibadan Oba despite governorship bid. This is on page 7 of the Punch newspaper. Protest erupts in Venezuela. Protest erupts as Venezuelan president appears in New York court again. Blackout cost Nigeria 40 trillion naira yearly, says report. Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president, was on Channel Television yesterday. Channel Television yesterday, and he said a lot of things about the Nigerian politics, and he said he's not having any beef with President Bola Tinubu. He also made mention of the South, completing its 8 years. He said it will be unfair for we not to allow South complete its 8 years. But sometimes I do ask this question: is it the birthright of politicians to complete 8 years? I think constitutionally they have the right to 1 year, one time, 4 years. Though they can still contest after that 4 years. But the way they go about it, they always talk as if it is mandatory for them to, spend 8 years in office or in governance.
And that's why 2027 is peculiar. That South must complete its 8 years, but it's not compulsory that Asiwaju should complete the 8 years. We have alternative. So
definitely, he wasn't referring to
Asiwaju when he's talking about it, that the South must complete its 8 years. So it's not compulsory that one person must complete that tenure. And all the arrangement is, is perfect. Why not give him, our 8 years? Why not spread it into two sides? Asiwaju has 4 years, then another person has 4 years. Who say no? We are talking about Nigeria president, not Ghana, not Togo, not Cameroon. Nigeria, peculiar, the most populous, black nation around the world. So who say no to spreading the 4 years of South? After Asiwaju have expanded our source of income without prudency. Then what we have another president that is being prudent with our money. Who say no to that? And I want to see the dynamic. I want you to play along that line.
All right, thank you so much, Femi. Let's quickly read out what the Vanguard has this morning. The All Progressives Congress, APC, has confirmed that 8,453 delegates will attend its 2026 and 8th National Convention, scheduled to hold from Friday, March 27 to Saturday, March 28 in Abuja. That's the Federal Capital Territory. The convention, described by party officials as a major decision-making and policy engagement platform, will bring together representatives from all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory to elect new executives, review party politics, and chart the APC's strategic direction. Femi, what are your expectations this morning? But before doing that, before saying anything, let me quickly appreciate Mrs. Tina this morning. Mrs. Tina, all the way from California, has gifted our reviewers or respondents here cash gift for the weekend, and we need to say a big thank you to this Friday morning.
So my mama Lame, so she they do. May God continue to bless you, ma'am. Whatever you are wishing for, God will grant you. Thank you very much, man, and you'll never be tired. Your source of income will never run dry. Much of it, God will give it to you. Thank you very much, ma'am, Mrs. Tina.
All right, some of the beneficiaries of this cash gifts, gentleman Mike, OJ Olajide, Hans, Mr. Kunle, Benue guy, that's James John, Vincent, and so on and so forth. All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Tina. Please, we need to appreciate her. Thank you.
Okay. Mrs. Tina, may God bless you, ma, for your blessing this morning. Like I keep saying, ma, you have been consistent in your blessing. God will consistently bless you in the name of Jesus. I really appreciate your gift. I'm Mr. Ojulade. Thank you very much, ma.
All right, thank you.
And to say a very big thank you, ma, for your show of love. It has been consistent. I pray that God will continue to bless you and replenish you in multiple folds. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Mother of Israel, you've done it again. God will bless your pocket, and where that money is coming from, the pray where that money is coming from will never lack. And I can say you are the mother of Israel that has been taking care of us at the city stand. And you see, it's not easy, right, for you to even acknowledge us on the street, because we are the first. I think city stand is the first platform that can bring the media into the city, into the what's it called, streets. Yeah, and I think that should be given kudos for that. Thank you.
I want to say a very big thank you to Madam Tina. You've always been there from day one up to this moment. It's not just an honorary thing. It will remain evergreen on every conscionable personality on this platform for having been able to keep faith with your performance. We are only being graced. We are enjoying that unmerited grace from you. And we want to say a very big thank you to you. And there's no word that can measure your benevolence. I think I say a very big thank you. God will continue to put you under his cover at all times. In Jesus' name.
All right, thank you.
Again, thank you, Madam Tina, for the kind gesture. I'm indeed very grateful for the cash gift. God continue to bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Back to what we are discussing this
on behalf of the beneficiary, I need to say a very big thank you to Messina for always being there for our people and every one of us. And we used to collect tithe, as religious leader here too. So we are all together, and we really appreciate your effort so far. We are really grateful.
All right, thank you. We are very, very grateful, Mrs. Tina. And to Oluwawan, you've been blessed again this morning. Johnny Marv is on it again. 10,000 naira for you this morning.
Go see. You are my paddy, and God will be your paddy, because that coffee is a special name. It carry many things. But that 10 naira no be small money. But today is Friday. So thank God it's Friday. Part of the document of the documentary. God continue to bless your life.
Oh my God!
I'm very appreciative.
There is language in the house of coffee. All right, Femi, why should civil servants lose physical access to their workplace because of political events? Why?
Well, Mr. Michael, we have to balance this morning. You asked me a question the other time. If were in opposition and the ruling party said, "Oh, because we want to do our," would they
tolerate this kind of disruption?
I told you that they will actually complain because they will actually kick. But honestly speaking, this decision is thoughtful of ruling party. I'm a person that I don't look at every criticism from opposition. No. Because there are some criticism that is not necessary. Yes, not all the time you criticize. This one that APC did, who do you think is going to suffer? 8,000 coming to Abuja at a particular time. Traffic. Gridlock. What are you talking about? Why not asking these people to work at home if they can do it, if they will do it successfully? If they will do it successfully, work at home. Don't stress yourself. You can stay at home, do it. We are the one that will come out. Some of them, they are going there today to serve some of these ministers. You can stay at home. It's try to declare public holiday for people at Abuja, more or less. But me, I don't have problem with that. So far, they will be able, people that are, world today, they are working smart, no longer hardworking. You have to just, if you are looking for hardworking, okay? I want to hardworking, say Salanga number, you will just work hard, tiredly, and there will be nothing. People are now working smart. People stay at home now. Gaining their money, millions every day. You're inside home, they never come out. That's why you see them.
I don't know if PDP did this when PDP was in opposition.
They are not.
Did PDP do it?
They didn't do it. But I told you that we are in 21st century. Yes, we are in 21st century and people work smart now, not hardworking. Not hardworking. People work smart now. When we have issue with issue of COVID-19, Yes, people are still staying at home. They are working. Yes, if it is possible, Mr. Michael, if it's no, if when they weigh the negative and positive side, and they see that the positive side will be much that people can still stay at home and meet up with their the daily job. Why not? Why not give them chance? Even if they declare, okay, everybody stay at home. Is there? I think to me, I don't have problem with that. Anybody may have issue with it, but to me, in this 21st century, instead of subjecting people to this kind of stress, hold up. Some of them, even if they allow them to come, some may not be even have chance to reach where you are going because of traffic. If it's not well maintained, so why not? And because of this, it will ease, the traffic and the private, business owner. They will be able to move freely, so everything will not be that bad. For me, I don't see any problem in this.
Would this level of disruption be tolerated if it were an opposition like PDP that's holding a convention?
Once the governor is the party of the day, automatically the civil servant and everybody, even though you belong to that party. So anything that has to do, even though you won't even want to be isolated, even though you have a contrary opinion or interest in other party, you won't even have to show that. But everything still depends and fall into the hands of the government of the day or whatsoever. But no amount of it has now become something like a norm of tradition for them to do that way. And who is that to actually question them at the end of the day? They just get to do what they feel like is best for them, but it's fighting for.
What are you expecting from the party? From the party convention, let me tell you one thing. Do you know how some opposition feel now? They feel like Nigeria playing qualifier matches, and they will now determine, if Cameroon lose to Argentina or the mother of the coach of Egypt die, that time we are going to qualify. That's how opposition feel now. The outcomes of this convention, APC, they are going to get it wrong. They are going to get problem, and that is on top of that one. They want to build their, foundation. Okay, this APC you are looking at, they are worse than our courts. Do you know I've been emphasizing that after the exit of Buhari, APC will just collapse in Jakarta. But instead, see what is happening. So if anybody is looking at, there's going to be a explosion, there's going to be people disputed elements, of course there will be. But the synergy, the mechanism to control the negative effects is on ground. And if you are waiting for the scattering of APC, not when this man is there, not when Asiwaju is a president. That man, if there is no portfolio for you, they will create one. Yes, like the one they gave this man in Lagos State. Tell me other states that has advisor on gutter, whatever, on drainage. Gutter, no, drainage, gutter. Yes. Tell me any other state where they create that kind of a portfolio or something. So even if there is no portfolio, they can create one. Okay, when somebody was looking for portfolio and he creates Ministry of Happiness, yes, in Imo State, who are arrested. So when you have Asiwaju as somebody general overseer of a political party, is general overdraw, he will create. Are you annoyed? There is goodies for you, except you don't accept that goodies they give you, or you overreact. You don't exercise patience. But to me, what is on ground is more than enough for APC to share. Despite that you are going to be the one that will suffer it. But for Asiwaju lieutenants and all the goals to share the goodies, it's there for them. So I see positive end of this convention.
I don't want to believe that fully, but I know one thing for sure. When you can actually pick from the reigning party or whatsoever lapses to actually work on yourself. And the question is, how have you been working hard, strategically in your own end to make sure that you are able to defeat this person? And like I said, no matter the amount of rigging is it made possible, or when you have a chance or lose for them to be able to rig. why will I be able to read when there are a lot of ballot slip that is empty? Then I can actually make you just find this thing and but when all the ballot slip are gone, there's no one to then how it will be hard for you to read. If adventure you want to read, it might be through monitoring, not at one corner then thumbprinting on some ballot slip. So what is the work of the other opposition party? Are they actually bringing in the right people? As you said, what your Saraki said, it's not the matter of Southwest are being to complete theirs, but it's not mandatory or like anywhere that it has to be the current president that happens to be. We are other people from other states. So looking at the stage of which Nigeria is now, who is that person that can actually that is popular as a president or a political space in Nigeria that actually fits in that position? And all this has to do with what general survey from the people in general. I am telling you for free, even members of APC to the core might not actually vote for Asiwaju if the right candidate is being presented, irrespective of whosoever is popular now. I never said the person is actually saint or he will do more better or whatsoever. No, they are human. But just looking at it, putting it on the table, okay, mathematically, let's look at it. Look at general survey, because this situation of the country now, every member, if you like do $500 billion empowerment program, which is actually wrong in my own ideology, still not change the fact that what after that day, people, the economy does not give that space of any millions you might give that out to Nigerian people, or let me say the party people, loyalists. It still not change anything. So the opposition party, are they willing to present the candidate that almost all Nigerians feel that what we help them out, so the way we have in 2015? But Nigeria decided to what? We are tired of the PDP governance or Jonathan then. We just want to, not by what is it called, the APC power. No. Ordinarily from the mind of people, they are tired. And what? APC could bring someone that can sell their market at that 2015, which is Buhari. Not because Buhari is competent or he has what it takes to govern Nigeria, but what is the voice of the people? What are they imply? What do they want? And they're able to what? Bring in Buhari. So we have it now. It's easily it will maybe repeat itself if the people that are there are actually ready for the what? For the betterment of Nigeria and not their personal gain. All this one at the end, the other party is coming to whatever. We all know that even the China know that what, as the way they have made the bill like something like more or less so that what when South do their own make not do their own. Know that what, it is not even time for the North. But as you look at it democratically, there's nothing like one time or so time. It has to be for North or so. Any Nigerian citizen that is capable or is in that space to run for presidency or governorship, when there is free and fair election and they probably advance biological vote system, you can actually contest and win without anybody tampering with anything in the right sense in economy, the country. But since the reverse is the case here, it's left for them to do the needful. But if the northern person happens to have the ticket of the majority or the higher opposition party, that means Tinubu is a straight win for next election.
All right, James John, 32 governors, 8,450 delegates arrive Abuja for APC convention. Is this a show of overwhelming political dominance or what?
Of course, that is what it is. Nigeria have never seen this type of, have never seen this before. Where you have out of 36 governors, you have 32 governors, for the ruling party. It is huge, you understand? So, but then I hope them a peaceful convention, because I know people who have defected from wherever party they defected to also have their own interest. It's about structure, you understand? So whoever that is going to Abuja, they are going with their people with their own interests, you understand? So I hope it's going to turn out to be a peaceful one, you understand? Because it's not about, there are different blocks this time around, going to Abuja, and everybody is going there to fight over, where they truly want to be, where they can be reckoned with, you understand? So that is what it is. And like I said, we've never seen
reckon with in the interest of who?
Themselves. Whatever you see is about themselves. It's not even in the interest of them. Nigeria is not captured in this whole thing that you see. It's just about their interest.
So it's not 32 governors against Nigeria?
Yes. The entire 32 governors you see there, I believe they are there because one, they want to
they
want to get re-elected. Secondly, of course, they will also want to work for the president. It's about their interest. Nigerians are not captured in whatever they are going to do. Funny enough, I know it's going to cause a whole lot of traffic tomorrow in Abuja. You understand? As a result of causing more hardship to Nigerians.
Starting from today.
Yes, starting even from today. So it's not going to be funny at all. And that is why I need to see an opposition that is viable, that we have not seen. We needed an opposition that is all out, like the APC did in I always use as reference point 2014 when they came on board. Nigeria has never seen that type of opposition. You understand? And then they were able to take over power. But we are here to see an opposition that is halfway what the APC did when they were in the opposition.
Can the ADC gather this kind of number?
At this moment, they can't. But that doesn't, the gathering of these politicians, this momentum, they can't. But apart from that one, if it doesn't matter whether they were able to gather or not. Because in 2015, if PDP wanted to do this kind of a rally, of course you will see this kind of magnitude. It may not be up to this one, but at least maybe second to this one. At the same time, APC of that time, if they want to gather, how many governors will it grace that place? How many senators? So, but ADC, as we are talking about now, ADC itself is on another sinking boat. Yes, to the extent that some people from ADC, they are now looking for a new grant. MDC, they just remove A from ADC and they add N, maybe because they are Nigeria Democratic whatever. So they are looking for new, because the virus that has suddenly kissed PDP, that is eating Accord Party in Osun State, has entered ADC, and they know that this virus is like a cancer; it can spread anytime. APC has planted that seed of, cancer. Remain. Somebody called Gombe. And whenever I hear Gombe, I will be afraid. One man called Gombe. There has been planted and is racing at night like a dragon. That I'm the authentic chairman. And what is the name of this man? David Mark and Arek Besola. They are after issue now, telling you that the board of ADC now, they themselves, they don't know where they are going. Number one, they are talking about political structure. Number two, Obi himself, that every Nigeria are yearning for. He himself is not sure of what is going to happen to him in ADC. Is he going to secure, the ticket? And if he's not going to secure the ticket, will he eventually, go as a first presidential candidate? So, Obi now trying to create another platform for himself, which is NDC. And they first of all send, what is the name of this one? Senator Dixon, Senator. You know, when Senator Dixon wanted to decamp and he declared to NDC, I was questioning myself, well, which kind of party is a party we have his name before? That man, that Senator Dixon was like a that reverend that Noah sent to go and sight whether there is a dry land. And I think the man saw that there is a dry land here. You can come back here. You can come here. Alternative party. So if it's going to be like that, Mr. Michael, what we have been afraid of will still repeat itself. That should be 3 or 4 race course. Yes, because Atiku will hold ADC rather, and Obi will hold the NDC. That means the party from north and the party from south from opposition, they are going to be divided, and that means automatic winning for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The same thing that happened in 2023 is about to repeat itself, except they were able to come together and resolve every hindrances that is militating against choosing the right candidate. Atiku is not ready to back down. In fact, some people, the secretariat of ADC now is former campaign secretariat of Atiku. Do you think somebody like David Mark will, because of President Obi, go and join ADC? Sorry, presidential candidate ADC.
Is that President Obi?
President Obi. So shall it be. So shall it be. You think somebody like David will join that ADC because of Obi? I doubt it. Or Arek Besola, you will know that somebody that is ready to spend, or somebody that is ready to move the thing, those are the ones that these people are looking up to. So if proper care is not taken, we will still have the same man that we say we don't like as our president.
There are a lot of theories I know that we might actually come out from this, of the way I'm looking at it. sometimes you might be thinking that someone that is training today is because of tomorrow, or someone going to the market to shop is because the person wants to have a party next day. No, you might want to stock it for maybe a week ahead or some months ahead. Who knows? There are two things, a lot of things involved in this. There's no certainty, if I'm to drag it back, that what this movement might actually be because of 2027 election. So them, they might have done the same way we are seeing. They have done their visible studies so that okay, they might not be able to, let's say, maybe they feel they cannot, win this election. But let us be popular. Let our political party, let us use this year to plan in 4 years' time, and by 2031 or so, then we can come out big. That one is one. The second one is this: if at all they all come together to become one party under ADC, all the power people, they now knock the president out of office. There will start being issue because there are a lot of warriors in the party. It might lead to a division of the party later because of personal interest or so. So why not actually create? We have ADC, we have NDC, we have the Constitutional Movement, NNPP, and so let us establish those parties now. Let people know that yes, we belong to this. Then we might actually make before election. And okay, now let us support so person. Then after the person emerge, fine. We know that what we now have our establishment in different places. Then we can now start looking at governor taking a gubernatorial state and senators and a never state. So now the what is on there will be able to be shared among the people. Instead of all of us one booth, we can't sing. Let it register in the mind of the people that what we have NDC, we have NNPP, we have ADC, we have Labour Party, we have this. So when that time comes, we no go dey fight. So we won't divide. But either they are together or not together doesn't mean that what they cannot work together to support one person, because they know truly well that what no other person will sell the market for next election than a certain person. And we don't know where Oshibajo is now. I don't know where Obajo is the day one side, the low key. But we know that in this case, race, Oshibajo is not the case. But when you go to the streets of Nigeria, who is that person that people feel they can take charge, even though they're not really what that is not a messiah? It's Peter Obi in this face. And in a natural sense, no sensible person will deny that. You get either you want him to get there and fail, or you want him to get there to do better. You just feel that what he is the most populous person in the south in the day that can take over. That people say south either in a Igbo bar, in a middle belt or whatsoever. It shall not be another person. Let us rally for it. So that's what I just feel.
All right, ahead of the 2027 poll, support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reignited fresh rumbles in the People's Democratic Party. The Turaki-led faction, backed by the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, and the one led by Wike, are not aligning as regards support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. While Wike is backing Tinubu for 2027, the Makinde faction or Turaki faction are saying no to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027. Yesterday, we discussed their matter. We are trying to reconcile, to bring peace to the party. But this is another thing that is happening this morning. What is really the problem?
Yeah, I want to like I said yesterday, the crisis, even is being settled today. I still want to believe these two factions, you understand, are in a way working together. Whatever drama they are putting out is to make us believe that this is politics for you. They can play whatever game. We saw what happened in 2023. These are people who work against their party. You understand? They had an opportunity to ensure that this government, of Tinubu doesn't come to be. But because of whatever interest they had, they work against the party in the interest of the same party. So I feel whatever crisis we are seeing today is also geared towards ensuring that Tinubu emerge in 2027. You understand? The 32 governors we have today, we all know how the defection started. Most of the defection, came from PDP. Because of the crisis, the same crisis that was created. It was just an artificial thing. It's a strategy, you understand, to ensure that, Tinubu have an easy ride.
Mr. Michael, I do mention it yesterday that if they want to reconcile, they have a lot of bone of contention to discuss about, which is part of them. The primary one, the supreme one is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ambition of 2027, which has, scattered the party from the beginning. when Wike's dump is, party candidate and supported Asiwaju in 2023, and is continuing to support him, and is still ready to support him in 2023 and 2027. And when you look at the game now, it's pro Wike that is winning. Turaki faction, they are ready to succumb to pro Wike. Even the way I'm looking at it, they try to push Seyi Makinde aside because they see that Seyi Makinde is having different ideology from their own side, and they're ready to succumb to pro Wike. So what I'm looking at, may happen is that Seyi Makinde, because of what he has done and come out to say, he may not be able to reverse and repeat itself what he did in 2023, because once beaten twice, Seyi Makinde has done it before. He did it in 2023. He supported Asiwaju. So the Bible says because Asiwaju failed to fulfill some of the promise, or something happened along the line. That's what makes Seyi Makinde to dissociate himself from Asiwaju. It's not that he didn't share his ideology before. So what you're trying to say is that when Seyi now feel that I cannot go back to my formates, now they will not say, okay, you stay aside, because Seyi Makinde himself won't even plan to contest. Yes, he's planning to contest. I don't know, but if he want to fuck himself up, he will say he want to contest in presidency. But I want to beg him, he should go and contest for senator. No matter of begging, so anyway. But I don't know on which platform he want to contest. Maybe he want to test his popularity, which I think he cannot even win on your state. Now, this is my point. Now, the Seyi Makinde, led by Turaki as an ESCO of member, they are trying to secede from this guy Seyi Makinde and align with Wike, because if you still want to stay under the umbrella of PDP, okay, you must align with Wike now, with what is happening now. Even appeal court advise them that go and settle it after he gives his, because you know that if you proceed to Supreme Court, that same things will still happen. All of us, we that you are not politician, that you are not lawyer, that you are not judge, we know that what you did in Ibadan, that will not be confessed on a party. Yes, you just went there to do 2 different courts give you verdict that you should not hold that confession, and you went ahead. Another man that have seen it all, Saraki, told you that, Oga, don't do that confession. Let's go for maybe all the interim caretaker committee or whatever. You jettison it because of ego. Now it's about to be too late for them to realize that this ego cannot take us anywhere. They back down. They want to reconcile, but bottleneck is about the presidential ambition of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. That is the clause, which I want to believe that if Turaki truly want to align with Wike, they are going to go with his ideology. And who are these people? Let me tell you, look at how many governors has become from PDP to APC. That means all of them, they have jettisoned the idea, whatever idea that is in PDP, they align with Wike, that Asiwaju 2027, Asiwaju 2027. That is, before you agree that I want to leave the PDP, one of the, it's like Saad, what do they call it? One Muslim, when you want to convert to Muslim, you have to confess that that kind of a change. But Asiwaju 2027, that must be your watchword.
All right, of course, Wike have been accused of using federal power to hijack PDP structures. Currently, that's what we are saying. But can the party truly or genuinely reconcile if Wike is still backing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027?
Malami Abuja is facing the wrath of investing building human instead of institution during the time of Buhari. And now I think Wike, Makinde, they also meet the same fate after this what's it called, party is out of office, because I'm very sure they can't be there forever. Not even the current parties has been putting in place in the country. We all know that they are scoring 0 minus 20 something over 100 in their score. So it is actually fine, whichever way. Seyi Makinde or Wike or whatsoever, Wike keep using the power that he feel that he should use. At the end of the day, it will not last forever. The point is, on what basis is the power you are using for? What can he point out as, okay, now, when you are doing the right thing, you can say that you have something to back it up, that what, based on this, I'm doing this. But there's nothing to show up for it. And it's about the game is within them, fine within personal interest also. Either Seyi Makinde this or that, they both actually failed their party by supporting Asiwaju. But now they see that what they thought, the expectation was high on Mr. President, and Mr. President has breaking everybody's heart that what incompetency is far away from him in terms of governance. But in politics, he knows how to do that better. But at the end of the day, we will see what happens to be the end game. It depends now on the fall in the hands of the Nigerian people, if actually they want something better for themselves and the future of their children and Nigeria per se, irrespective of the political party you might belong. Because this is way more than this is my party. Now it's eating everybody out now. It's about what does the future like. I'm giving APC 10 years to more. Let's see what will become of the ruling party 10 years to this time. And that I just
okay. Yeah, I just wanted to add to what she said. You understand? They will not, of course, remain in power forever. And I think what is more important is that if you have an opportunity where you are in the place of power, it is expected that you use it in a manner that it affects the people positively, so that when you are out of power, you have built a legacy for yourself. People will always use that which you have done as a reference point. You understand? So that is just my own thing.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate your contributions this morning. You're welcome. All right, Vincent.
Thank you, Makadele Adekule. I'm still standing on existing protocol.
All right. Now, what kind of gathering would you call that gathering in Abuja? Is this a democratic convention? Is it a democratic gathering or what?
I will not say for want of semantics. I would say we are in a democratic system, in quote. And whenever we say we are in a democratic system, and although paraphernalia associated with it is what is being displayed now. And I want to say that, APC, they are having their convention. Likewise, what we witnessed in time past is not different from what we have seen in time past. But the only difference I would say that you can see the humongous numbers of the delegates that will be troubling that venue for that convention. And that to me is huge. What I want to say is that APC as a party, if they can come up and do the needful, because I know that after this convention, we might be seeing some kind of some fallout as a result of the outcome, and which is expected anyway, because this is not the first time we've had this kind of a thing, and even in the past when PDP had theirs, when they even touted themselves as being the largest party in the entire African landscape. And after that convention, we started seeing some people sliding off the norm, being orchestrated by the political group of the party. The only thing that my pain here is that it's going to cause a lot of gridlock for those inhabitants of the FCT, because it will disturb them from even carry out their day-to-day activities because of the humongous crowd that will be coming to the FCT. And also the other interest group, I'm talking in terms of the hotel and other business outlets, will cash in on these humongous numbers that will be coming into the FCT, because a lot of them, they are going to lodge in hotels, and and it's also a business time for the hotel to make a lot of money as a result of this. That being said, I think there is a welcome development. Let us see how it pans out. I want to believe that I think they themselves, ABC will not lie low to see that the whole thing goes smoothly as expected.
All right, Adebayo, you're welcome to the program. 32 governors, 8,450 delegates stormed Abuja for APC convention, and for a party that its policies, its reforms have not really translated into meaningful results in the lives of Nigerians. How would you describe that kind of convention?
Thanks for having me. First and foremost, I want to say it's phenomenal, it's wonderful and excellent. I want to say we've once witnessed or experienced such a wonderful large turnout during the PDP governance. Why I want to say some I'll call it one country, one party then, because it's PDP all around everywhere dominating Nigeria within the political sector in Nigeria then. But in this era of APC, it's phenomenal. Out of 36, we have 32. But
the 36, out of 32. Is that an achievement
for
Nigerians?
Partially, it's an achievement for the party. The only challenges I'm having is how sure are we about the intention and the agenda of the governors? You can see a lot of strange and new the campaign to the party. Are they equally carrying the same vision and agenda of the Mr. President? Because if I'm to score the points for each most governors, in the APC party, I will tell you that out of the 32, probably I will say maybe we have 7 governors that have really governed their state or their people very well. So looking at this now, and we have 32, the campaign to the APC and sitting for a convention in a very capital territory. How positive are they? Their dream, their vision, their agenda. How prepared are they? Are we going to experience a different government under their leadership come 2027? Are they going to work positively in line with the agenda and the vision and the dream of the Mr. President come 2027? That is what we really need to address, and that should be what we should be looking at, what should be expecting. Positive. What are they bringing on the table for the Nigerians? It's not about just having the convention today. It's good. It's a wonderful achievement. It's a wonderful score point for the party as APC, having out of 36, having 32. But what about individual performance and delivering? And what is the expectation of Nigeria from the governors? Are they ready? Are they willing to offer the Nigerians? Are they ready to let go? Are they ready to govern their people in a social whereby we can stand up and appreciate them and say, yeah, this is a good leadership structure. And another addition is looking at the APC. I'll tell you that they have a structure from President Buhari, the late Buhari himself, down to Ashojola Ahmed Tinubu, that eventually have contract of 36, have now control 32. It is a structure of a party, all regardless of the challenges which we are experiencing from some poor performance of some governors. But where we are still going now is what will they deliver to Nigeria? It's a wonderful outing, wonderful turnout that we are looking forward to.
A wonderful turnout. All right, that's what Adebayo said. 32 governors, Mr. Vincent, 8,450 delegates in Abuja. I believe these are people representing Nigerians. Yeah, governors are also representing Nigerians now. But are they discussing real issues? I know they are under the platform of APC. Are they discussing real issues? Are they addressing real issues? Are they telling Mr. President the truth, or they are just applauding policies that have not brought tangible results?
See, Mike, thank you for that statement. But when you and I know that most of these governors, they are not there for us. The collective larger percentage of Nigerians, they are not there for them. They are only there for their own interest. And if politics is about interest, and there is no permanent enemy, no permanent friend in politics, I think they are also trying to fly that kite and seeing that, let me also be covered with whatever. And when you look at what is playing out now, it's not about, this is just a party thing. It's not about governance, even though it is remotely tied to governance. I mean, on the larger stage. But when you look at what we've had in the past, are we fair better? You see, what I will also want, because Mr. President cannot be here and there at the same time. He's a human being too. But one thing we are saying is that he has his advisors, he has his ministers, he has some other cadres of officers under his rank and file. I think there must be some kind of information whereby he gets his hand latched on important information as to how his governance method trickle down on the lives of an average Nigerian. I want to believe that, having said that, when you look at what is happening in Nigeria today, you will see that everything is under the throes of politics, and you continue to wonder where lies our own life, the people. Because governors, you don't govern in vacuum. You govern with people at the center of your governance project. I want to believe that Mr. President and the entire eggs of APC should try and do more. They should up their ante, because what we are saying is that there are a lot of pains in the land. We are already in a crucible of pains and suffering in this country. You can see a lot of masses even commuting from one place. You know, now I was one of my colleagues even showed me a clip. He said that even when you go out to look for daily bread, even transportation is even more costlier than even going for your daily bread. Then if transportation is costlier in looking for your daily bread, why not just sit down and eat your bread and not transport yourself? So that is what is happening in Nigeria today. And I want to believe that Mr. President, with all the governmental apparatus at his command, I think should also feel our pains. We want more. We are not just here to just say we give him a knock, or we are trying to say maybe, but we demand for more. And that is why he is there. He is resting, on our mandate as a people. But he should be able to do more. What the yearnings of Nigerians, is, and he should also try to toe the line.
All right, to the comment section this morning. So sorry that I've not read comments in the comment section. Thank you, Obinwa, for joining us this morning. We also have Chief Udezi Chima, all the way from Italy. He has joined the comment section and is reacting to what you're saying here. Clement Okoli, you're welcome. Abuchi Okoli, thank you for joining us. Yagali, Baba Yaga, Muki Great, the great one. We appreciate you. Ejiofor Chris, thank you so much for joining us. David Okafor, also known as Tulu Okafor, so joined us. We have Gladys Yabo here with us. Good morning to you. We have Pride. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Quickly to what also Obinwa is saying here. Yeah, clear the cake, Nigeria, my country. Looting is the order of the day. All right, today the chamber says, Bayo, please, I beg you to always listen to Mr. Vincent. Please listen to him, concerning the state of the nation. All right, we move down to the Chima again here. The man who they claim fought for democracy has finally destroyed democracy in Nigeria. This is pathetic.
Well, I want to say President Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu is a Democrat, and I want to say in all ratification, he has never destroyed democracy in Nigeria. If we are to say Ashwaji have destroyed democracy in Nigeria, what should we say about the governorship of Buhari? What should we talk about those who have really stepped on Nigerian freedom, on Nigerian rights? So in all ratification, Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu has never destroyed democracy, neither he has abused the freedom of democracy. He's a Democrat. He has established a freedom whereby you can fight for your rights. You can speak, you can see your mind, like what we are doing here. Unlike some other governments which we all experience in Nigeria, that freedom of speech is not there. But nevertheless, it cannot be enough. We see urging the Mr. President to do more. We still urging him to do more, and which we believe he's going to do more. I want to say, on behalf of this very government and Ashwaji Ahmed Tinubu himself, I'm just a word of a patient and apology. I know somehow Nigerians are
apology. Who is to apologize?
I personally, I know Nigerians are feeling so bitter about the present situation.
Not to apologize to Nigeria.
Yeah, I know Nigerians are feeling so
bitter of Mr. President.
Yes, they are feeling so bitter about the present situation of the country, which I know that we are all human beings in life and we can never be perfect in all we do. Let's just give him a little more chance, like we know that enough chance has been given to him, and we are not being certified. But let's look forward to 2027, like the Mr. President have also said that he's promising that 2027 there will be what is called instantly change and growth, fast growth and fast development. That will affect the nation positively. So we should just please exercise patience. We should exercise patience.
All right.
I will say wholeheartedly that Mr. President, he has never destroyed democracy in Nigeria.
Chico Block says, Mike, where is the 210 trillion naira missing in NNPC under Tinubu Petrobras minister? Sorry, as Petrobras minister. All right, I repeat, Mike, where is the 210 trillion naira missing in NNPC under Tinubu as petrol gas minister. Babayaga says, Adebayo, how can a Democrat, turn a country's political landscape to a one-party system? Is that democratic? That's what he's asking.
It's the
We
choice.
have about 32 governors.
It's a choice of
APC,
individual.
And how many remaining for the opposition?
But it's not forcefully. It is not forcefully the campaign. It is not forcefully. It is personal wish. They are willing. You know, I think they just what I see in those governors is number one. Another say, you know, he will test on. He will want to test on it again. That is another for the governors.
All right, Chico,
they don't want to lose power.
Adebayo, be sincere. Have we not suffered enough in Nigeria?
Truly we have, but it doesn't start today. It does not begin yesterday. We years back, and we understand where we are coming from, and it is something that we cannot just eradicate just in a day. You know, it's all about patience and gradually.
There's nothing you will tell me, Adebayo. This is coming from Udeze Chima. Tinubu is a big-time autocrat. There is nothing democratic about him. Ola Azobila says Tinubu is confused. He should go and face Agbero work that is in his blood. That is in his blood. All right. A master of dash. All right. William Okameme says no current government in power today has future for the common man in Nigeria. Nigerians are begging. Mr. Michael Adekunle, please do ask Adebayo what his future holds under this administration.
Well, it's a wonderful question, but I will tell you my future is the hand of God. You know, and for every Nigerian, we don't have to hope or rely on the or depend on the man or depend on the body. Our future is in the hands of God. For where we are coming from, and where we are today, we should just look unto God and call God, because Ashojola Tinubu cannot do it alone. You know, he can only do his own little best and leave the rest for somebody else to come in again and he also doing his own little best.
All right, so that's your opinion, and you have right to it. Tijani says, Mr. Apology Adebayo. So his apology, other presidents are using to govern their countries.
Well, I understand. When you look at the foundation of Nigeria, our system, you know, I will call it is a collapse system from day one, whereby we don't really cherish positive things. We don't believe reality. We don't believe in a good vision.
Adebayo, Ejefokri says you want to give Tinubu more time. Do you know how many lives that will be lost because he chose to play politics? On to the next one, the Chima says, Adebayo, you don't die. You don't. Sorry, I don't want to say don't die this way. The Chima says, Adebayo Tinubu is forcing oppositions to the camp by coercing them through threats from the judiciary and EFCC.
That's a lie.
People should join so that they can help you out on this.
I think
all of you are together.
You see, when you see a failure, a political failure, right? They will use all strength to be able to. They will use all. I want to face that. Okay, they will use all ways to be able to pull you down. And I can say that they are really jealousy. They are really just. They never believe that. They will never believe that APC will come that way. And APC now, they are doing well as it is, and it's the pride of every people now, every politician. And I can tell you wholeheartedly that APC is more or less like a NSC of South Africa, right? And I can tell you wholeheartedly APC will go farther, because the strategy that they are using, there is no party that has ever been able to use that strategy in Nigeria, and that is what I will now be respecting, and every one of them should be respecting the president, because that president brought that initiative. And without President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the democracy we are enjoying likewise, we will not be able to even stand here and be talking to today. So to me, APC
they still need to strategize, and they still need to get something on the table. And what I will say now is, Mr. President, as you are going into your Congress now, please, any governor, we should be asking questions from all those governors in the conventions now, that what are they using, how are they treated their citizens, how have they treated their citizens. And that is one thing, because the money, a lot of money is coming to their pocket. They should not just run down to Abuja and be hiding under Abuja, and their citizens will be lying flow with poverty. And I can tell you actually, the president is supposed to engage the governors that all the money has been given them as from the federal allocation and from the other goodies they get. Where are the money going to? That the citizens are now crying out on the street that they are hungry, and that is a big question they need to, Mr. President need to ask his followers, the governance, for them to be able to answer us that why are people still hungry on the streets? Because all the money have been sending down to you guys, the governors, for federal allocations. How did you do the money? And you never had it so good with the good money they're having now, with the good cash they're having.
These are party loyalists. These people swore allegiance to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and of course, you know, they are under the ruling of Progressives Congress. You are telling, you are demanding accountability, right? But how many of the people at that convention, how many of them are willing to criticize President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
How many of them are willing to
criticize President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Among the governors, they are under the umbrella of APC. Yes, Abi, and they are party loyalists.
Yeah, they are party loyalists.
Yes, they are all loyal to
President. You are talking about the governors, right?
All of them. All the delegates and the 32 governors.
Yes.
Are they ready to criticize President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Are they ready to look into President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's face and tell him the truth?
That is why I'm now saying the president should criticize them instead of them looking at president's face. It's the president now that need to look on their faces, and say, what have you been spending, how have you been spending the money that is sent to you for the citizens? Because Mr. President, to him alone, he cannot create hunger for Nigerians. He cannot create hunger for Nigerians.
Remove subsidy.
The subsidy, when he removed subsidy, there was a lot of cushion effect. There was a lot of cushion effect that CNG. Yes, CNG. You could see behind me now. There's a truck that's going on CNG, and they have told them, is it by force that you have to ride on the petrol? They go on CNG. And CNG has been, adopted by the Indian, and we need to follow suit because of the population we have. And I can say a lot of people don't know the agenda of the APC, in which under the presidency of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I keep saying, what I'm after is Nigerian life matters. What I'm always saying is Nigerian life matters. The hunger, the issue of hunger is what me I'm saying now, that we have to eradicate that hunger for the president to know that, for the citizen to know that the president is working. And that is why I'm calling out the governors this morning. And all those governors, my own governor in Osun State, you have a question to answer, that the money he collects is collecting from the president. How is he spending it? Because all of them, they just hiding under the presidency and under the APC, all the sort of thing, to create hunger for their citizens. And when there's no citizen to vote for all these politicians, are they going to vote for themselves? So we are the government as it is. I keep telling people, but we said we slept in slumber for us not to occupy our seats. Because the democracy is just the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And who are the people? Is the population of we Nigerians. But we fail to.
I'm sure they'll be making some promises again at this convention. Are Nigerians expected to trust this politics, given the realities of past failed promises?
I would liken it, this way. Why would somebody, is sitting on your shoulder and is telling you that it's easing your loss? And if any politician comes out to say it's going to better our lives, must we take him serious now? In what we are, with serious failed promises we've had in this country, then you begin to wonder we, the mass of people, we need to awaken to our responsibility. We need to be awakened to our responsibility, and we should not just be taken as a fool any longer, because if governmental business is a social contract between the lead and the and the leader, I think there are some questions that needed to be asked about how has our life been impacted. Is it positively or negatively? Because when you look at all this agglomeration of all these strange bedfellows, there are still going to be a fallout at the end of the day after the convention, because some blocks might also feel cheated in the entire permutation of the structure of the party. And what I'm saying is that everything that we've had in recent past, have not really treated towards what we should be applauding as a mass of people. Because in the days of the year, PDP also touted themselves as being the largest party in Africa. They even said that they were going to rule for 60 years. And then, they were so octopodal in their posturing, and to have made such a statement, and what became the result of that party, it was an implosion. I'm afraid with this one now that we are currently witnessing under APC, I hope that there is not going to be an implosion, because if it is not well managed, you see there is going to be skirmishes here and there all across board, and I believe that they know, and they are trying to see how they can do it better the way PDP had their own challenges. But I believe that human nature, this is human nature, because when an egg is broken from the outside, then life of that egg is lost. But if it is broken from the inside, life starts, and that's my take.
All right, Olufemi says he promised if he didn't supply the nation electricity, they should not vote for him, knowing that if he gets the first time, he will do anything possible to remain there. All right.
Can I just you see, power is one of those things that we need, and every other thing in Nigeria revolves around it. Because if you want to jumpstart industrialization, I think you need power. And I want to believe that if Mr. President has really come out, it's not that it's being quoted in British. It was quoted verbatim that if he fails to deliver on the power sector, he should not be voted back again to the office. And I hope Nigerians are listening, and they are also watching. And if our lives are far better under the power sector, we all should be the one to say it. And by exercising our franchise come 2027.
And don't you think the president has shot himself in the leg?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Makadepele. First and foremost, I want to say Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the first president to have campaigned through some policy of change that has never fulfilled its obligation. And he's not going to be the first. Likewise, he's not going to be the last. Okay? But it's not worth to celebrate that a president of a nation made a series of promise, and is unable to fulfill it. Understand me? So back to the president himself, he should just go back on drawing board, sit down, redigest things. In which area have I failed? What are the double steps I've made that made me to fail in this aspect? Okay, now what is the next substitution idea to change the present situation, to rewrite the story coming 2027 if the opportunity is being given, as a leader, as a president of a nation? Then next, you need some proactive action, some action. I mean, you need to apply some aggressive mobile action to oversee the governances, how they rule their states, how they manage their people, how they manage the resources. You don't just give to them and relax and believe that, okay, the governors are doing the needful, and which they are not doing the needful. How many of the governors can boast and in their chest that they are touching lives of their citizens, touching lives of people? These are selfish and self-centered governors. They only know of themselves.
All right, opposition failed to hold their house. Opposition failed to hold their house together, but blamed Jagaban of all their greediness. So now Tinubu or Jagaban tell Obi to be jumping all over parties, from Abuja to PDP, from APGA to PDP to Labour Party to ADC, ABBA,
Yes.
Obi supporters. All right, to move on. Other says hungry and smiling. Femi Kuti sang long time ago as a prophet. Or is it Fela Kuti?
Fela is Fela.
Fela Kuti, yeah. David Okavo says, today Okavo saying that Kunle, Olajide and Adebayo are defending their tribal president, who has single-handedly destroyed Nigeria with told Segun Adeolu. Tinubu is a core politician, and what magic is performing now that is lined up. Okay, I move down to another person. Please, you can make it clear for me to read. Olusegun, thank you so much for your comment. Bandits are excelling due to Tinubu's failure. This is coming from GOA. And we'll move down to Kibrakafo. Mr. Vincent is an intelligent man. All right, thank you. All right, me says, okay, wisdom in the day. Vincent, stop talking rubbish about elections. We should be concerned about the full-on terrorist killing that is going on in that called Nigeria. Abulanle Olakpade says, Kule, CNG car is not the issue for now. Nigerians are not happy. Let their coming together have positive impact on Nigerians.
Yes.
We move down to Olumide, Bolode, hungry and smiling fella, and Nicola Botuko sang it some time ago. Now, on this, you haven't had power for 65 years, but you want to be able to fix it in 2 years. 2 years. These people are not serious.
Can I reply, Adna? You see, one of the tried elementary demand is a citizen who wants from a leader, because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not driven by force to come out to say he wants to come and vie for the #1 post, because he believed that he has a vision, an objective, and that vision also encapsulates what he said he was going to do concerning power. And he even now says that because it's not that I'm not seeing him in breach. He said he was going to fix power, and if he fails in fixing that power, nobody should vote him in. I think that is that word was not even spoken in Greek. It was a well-laid comment made by Mr. President, and I believe that Nigerians should be the one, the decider of whether he should be taken seriously come 2027 or not.
I disagree with Mr. Vincent. Like I said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the only president that have made a promise that is going to fix power. Is going to do this, is going to do this. They has failed to fulfill that obligation. Other past presidents has come in power and they have failed Nigerians. And we did not address them the way we address Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You see, what I'm saying is, I don't say you should not criticize. But criticize constructively. And we should learn how to respect our president for crying out loud. You know, I found out that Nigerians, and the scenario happened yesterday. I saw a driver, the way he was addressing a police uniform personnel. I was like, why are you talking to a uniform man like this? If a uniform man should react to you now, they will say he's maltreating you. He's using force power on you. You know, Nigerians, we need to learn how to show respect and love to our leaders. Fine, they have failed us in some areas, in some aspects. But still yet we need to learn how to respect them. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the only president that has made 20 or 50 promises that has failed Nigerians. So for the fact that he has not been able to fix the electricity right now, under 2 years, 9 months, okay, that does not mean he has failed. I'm not supporting, I'm not saying he has delivered 90% or 100%. But I'm only crying for Nigerians to exercise patience and criticize constructively. We should exercise patience. Coming 2027, I believe there will be a wonderful turnaround change, positively, okay, to my own belief, and to the belief and the advocate of the Mr. President. That's why I said he should buckle up and oversee these governors, not just give to them alone, monitor them, create a body that oversee them. Let there be a law penalizing that corruptively under your government. These are things that for me so good. I will not say that the Mr. Bola Ahmed has been the most corrupt president or the most unfulfilled president. No, he has never been. Other presidents has made promises that they have never fulfilled, and Nigerians are not addressing it the way they are addressing Bola Ahmed. So we need to feel it that he's an human, and he cannot just get it done under a day. Under a day, cannot get it done. Under a day, don't forget that we have political mafia.
Why did he promise now?
Which one did he?
Yes, he cannot get it done. I'm not talking about power now.
Yes.
If I don't fix it,
yes,
don't vote me.
Yes. He never say if he did not fix it.
If I don't give you power,
I'm coming. He never say under a year, 2 years, or 3 years. He promised Nigeria that if you did not fix it, don't vote me. Okay. So and constitutionally, you should know that Nigeria, we don't practice 4 years in Nigeria. That yes, attendly, constitution, we don't practice 4 years in Nigeria, and definitely.
What are you trying to defend? Somebody said if you don't,
yes, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going. Please let me explain myself, sir. This is where I'm going. I never say Asiwaju, he has done it all right or all well, but he never give me specific that under a year or under 2 years. So when he said yes, and he said if I do not give you power, don't vote me. Okay. Yes, I quoted. We can quote it again and again. But what I'm trying to say is, if that does not mean that he has failed, we need to look back.
And has he been able to fix electricity?
Yeah, where you said this him now.
Listen,
let's not be frank. Let us be frank with ourselves. We are all Nigeria. You see, somebody came with a situation. Now we say, see. Everybody is watching that scenario now. If I don't make this thing happen, don't bring me second time. And now the ground is a fail. He failed his statement. He never said second time. Everybody is aware. He said don't vote me second time. And now, if somebody say if I don't do this, don't make me come second time. And the whole world is watching. He would have a born child hear it and know it. See, don't try to defend unjust situations.
I'm not.
You are trying to hide the bush and bring about the mango that is all right.
I'm only trying to say we are.
No, forget about somebody say if the A is not done, don't give me the power anymore. But the A is not done. So what are we talking about? We have to go home. It is time for him to go home because he came with almighty power. It is my turn. Emilio power. Okay, what have he done? And to the essence, he had told the owner that if I don't fix the power, because power is the majority, one of the major assets of Nigeria life. Now, he failed. He failed.
He said you have to go. Is that how people like people? That's what
he said. He said if I can't do it, don't put me second time. And now second time is around the corner. And he failed his statement. He also correct
positive part that he has been able to deliver.
No, no, let me be fair with that. The president failed. He failed. We go to school now. Me and you go to school. Go primary school. Go secondary. For God say no, I don't go well still. But I still understand the systematic of that language. It's a failure house.
It's never. I still failed that. Yes.
Okay. You see, Mike, we are, you know that at times when I see people talking, and I keep on wondering, do they live in mass or they are living in the outer space? Because this is somebody that said something, and he knew perfectly well that he has 4 years with which to set things right in that sector, and he came on board to say that if he fails to fix that power, that Nigeria should not vote him the second time. It is so crystal clear. What we are saying that as a government, as a president, you must be able to let people put you on a plate of trust. Because you said something, you should be able to walk your talk. And the season whereby people will now come here and start treating the rheumatics, something defending the invincible, then it becomes a kind of absurdity to me. Because I want to believe that with Nigerians, we are all wise enough. Power is a critical sector in Nigerian economy. Every other thing revolves around it. And if you say you are going to fix power and you have not been able to up the ante as a result of performance, then instead of efficiency, we are having inefficiency in the output or in the running of the power sector. Then, commonsensically, what that one means that you should just throw in the tie and leave the stage. Allow people that will do it better come to the stage. That's my take.
Thank you so much, Vincent. Good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Mr. Mike, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Have you led already?
Hello, please. Decorum. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Mike, I'm saying good morning to you. Our global viewers, you are most welcome. I'm Mr. O.J. Olajide. Thank you very much.
All right, 32 governors, 8,450 delegates in Abuja for APC convention. How would you describe that gathering?
Mr. Mike, you know, these are party things. Party members own their party and they decide on whichever way they want to go about, electing their leaders. They have a choice of doing during their primaries or during delegate, of course, this is their choosing now. Whichever way they have chosen, Supreme Court has said it's an internal thing. Party members are members of a party who chooses how they run their affairs of the party. If they are choosing that they are going by delegate, so be it. Except anybody and whoever has anything against that should go and approach the court, and the person will tell you, are you a member of that party, yes or no? If you are not a member of that party, you have no legal standing to bring any of the members have decided the way they want to go about their party affairs. That is the lesson that their chairman, that their whatever different level authority member of their party, hierarchy of the party, two delegates is welcome. So the issue is that would they allow free and fair election process to hold? That is the number of delegates, 8,450 delegates. Would they allow the electoral process of it to be too fair and just? That the person who loses will know that he lost. The person who wins will know that. So, as far as the chosen view of delegates conference of electing the leadership of the party, is nobody should question them. I'm not a member of the party, so whoever belongs to the party should go and, if you have authority.
And how would this gathering address the growing distrust between Nigeria, between the government and the citizens?
Good question. Now, these party members who are offering themselves as delegates, they are in a position to advise different office holder of their party, different public office holder of their party, that look, these are the yearnings of Nigeria.
Of the people.
Yes, these are the promises, these are the manifesto of our party, number one. These are the promises we make to our Nigerians when we are campaigning for election. And this is the top one, this is the yearning of Nigeria, this is the situation of Nigeria. How they should be able to tell the leaders of their party who are only public officers, this is the current reality of things. They should not be circumvented. They should not be sentimental and be deceitful. Tell the office holder, this is the reality on ground. What are you doing to correct so mistakes, anomalies, things that have gone wrong? They should be able to do that. Tell the like president, governors, senators, house of rep, chairman, and the rest of them. The party members should be able to tell their public office holder who are representing their party that this is the issue on ground. This is where things are wrong. Please address it. Offer a kind of advices to them. Be honest and tell them, not to be second, not to be afraid of saying no. Tell them the reality on ground. The current status of Nigeria has got the cost of living, high cost of living, falling standard of living. You know, they should be to tell them that this is reality on ground. That cost of foodstuff, transportation, fuel, everything is on the higher side. If they should be to tell the office holder of their party that this is what are you people doing to address it.
And that's what I asked one of your colleagues
yes.
Time, that are they willing, the delegates there, the governors there, are they willing to criticize the president, to tell him that this is what is going on in the country?
Yes, Mr. Mike.
Despite being under the umbrella of the ruling of Progressive Congress.
Mr. Mike, it's not only the president as a position of authority in Nigeria. We have governors, we have the government chairman at the different office level. We have House of Rep member, we have senators, we have state House of Assembly member, we have councillors, we have chairman of the government. All these areas are different tier level of government. And these people, they are office holders, they are executive, they are authority in different level of our life. They should be able to tell every one of them, not only the president. Mr. Mike, Abuja is too far from us. Look at Ibadan, look at government here, at Ibadan here, at the college road here. It's nearer to us here. This is over here. And Alausa is here nearer, the state government. All those tier of government, we should be able to see and feel their impact in the living standard of Nigerians. Abuja is very, very far. Yes, to address all everything.
Mike, if nothing changes after this convention, what justification will the party offer Nigerians later or next time?
Well, thank you, Adekule Michael. I mean, you were talking about delegates and some of the people that will be converging for that convention. Speaking truth to power, telling their leaders how the people are feeling and all of that. I guess nobody will be able to do that. With the kind of politics we play here, it will be very difficult for any party member to raise such at that level.
honestly you will be seen as an outcast immediately. Your political ambition may be in jeopardy. Should you follow that route and all of that? So all we are going to see them do is to sing praises of the present administration. Tell him he's doing wonderfully well. And I don't know why you will write an exam and yet you want to mark your script. I don't know that kind of examination. You should allow the people to mark the script of this government. And I think that is the best way of assessment. The political class are not likely to speak the truth as regards what is going on among the generality of Nigeria. So what we are going to see more is more of singing the praise of their leaders, assuring them that they are doing very, very well. And I also want to suggest that perhaps part of what should be incorporated in conventions, regardless the party now, I think it should also be a way of retrospecting. They should also look at it. It should be a way where they can also still, maybe it's going to be done in groups and all of that, because I know there are many, how they can begin to assess what they have done so far. There should be a platform for assessments, that you sit down with yourself, look at some of the policies you have bring on board, look at the impact on the people, because at the end of the day, it should be about the people. If it is actually a government or governance you are talking about, it should be about the people. It should translate into how the people feels at the end of the day. That is the aim of government, even from its definition. We had the people, that definition kept mentioning the people. So it's all about the people. So the convention should also be a platform where a retrospective assessment of the party can be done, so that you tell yourself the truth, rather than the deception that we have seen over the years, that convention time is the time for delegates to cash out. Convention time has been reduced to the time where delegates are very excited because they know that money moves around and all of that. So there should be a clear departure from that to proper assessment of how the party, if indeed they have the interest of their party or their various party at heart. That is what convention should be about. How is our party doing? Some of these guys that have moved in, and what is their intention? Is it just about how I can get a platform to contest, or I really believe in the vision of this person, I really believe in the vision of this party and all of that? But we do less of that in terms of our party ideology. We don't have it at all. So, and that is why you see people jumping around. I tell you, Mike, one of the reasons why the PDP is going down today is because they are no longer in power. The moment you lose power here, everybody begin to gravitate towards the next man that is holding power, and that is the kind of politics we do, and it is not too good when it comes to capturing the interest of the people.
All right, let me go to the comment section, gentleman Michael. This Chima says, Olajide, when Tinubu gathered people at Ojota and called Goodluck Jonathan all sorts of names, why didn't he then call the other tiers of governments to give accountabilities to people? Olajide, answer this. Okay, you want to answer him? Respond? Okay.
See, when Tinubu and Co gathered at Ojota to challenge the government of Nigeria and the government of Jonathan, that it is the responsibility of Jonathan. At the level was starting, Mr. Mike, listen to me, sir. Yes. When he challenged Jonathan, that he should be up to task in something. If Tinubu refuses to have talked to state governors, to local government chairman, that's his own problem. It's a failure on his part, because if we don't have that, the level of government we are, it's still level of government. If he focuses on only one level of government, I think to talk to other tiers of government, of chairman, that's a disservice on his own. That means parochial. It's not the level of intelligence is very little. We have 3 responsibilities. We are only focusing on one by the only 2 responsibilities. Who should talk to them? He should have talked to the rest two tiers of government as well. all the governors are they not tiers of the government? Are they not collecting revenue from presidential account? Are they not generating money from the public into the public purse? Are they not representative of Nigerians? These are three levels of representative of government we have. So it is normal for Tinubu to have done that. And if he has failed to do that, if he has focused only on that at the federal level, it's a failure on his part. So I am saying three-tier level of government must be focused upon. Abuja is very far from me, Mr. Mike. This is the local government here. The nearest government to me, I must hold the chairman accountable to me first. I'm not saying I'm not saying Mr. President's federal level government, but the nearest government, I must hold them responsible first. That look at developed country before the federal. Yes, look, Mr. Mike, all these developed countries, you be hearing county houses. The houses people buy in London. These are local government houses, not federal government house, not the house built by the prime minister. Local government houses. So the nearest government is the one we should hold most responsible. The state government too should hold responsible. Of course, the federal must not be left out anyway. So if Tinubu has left out local government, state government in those fights against Jonathan, that's his own problem. It's a failure on his part. But I'm saying all three tiers of government will be held accountable. I did not collect money from public. I don't get revenue from the public. They elected. This is just had local government election in Lagos State, and governmentship elections coming up again. Are you not saying these two tiers of government they should be keeping quiet? You should be focused only on central, only federal level. That's I'm not expecting the Shima to be talking this below expectation. So he doesn't know that's the government. So he was pressing OT this week. This section was pressing OT. While we are talking about 80 this week. Now he's talking from both sides of his mouth now. He's not talking that, so he doesn't know that state government is very relevant in the scheme of things. But I'm just challenging him, letting reply again. This system was presidency, so he now know that state government has a place in the life of in the life of Nigeria. So all the tiers of government must be held accountable, must be held to do their bidding, because they are collecting money from the population, from foreign account, and generating revenue from the people. So each tier of government must made to render their service to Nigerians. Yes, federal is overall. It's not only federal you must be focusing upon. The two tiers of government that are nearest to us, they must also be held accountable and do what is necessary.
All right, Mam says this OJ that's Olajide described himself as an obedient. He supports their candidates Obi, even though Obi was a failed governor. Yet they still insult him. This is why you always tell the truth. Okay.
Thank you very much.
I think he's having issues with some people in the comments.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, we move down to me in 19011. Now, government, they cry every day. What about yourself? Look at the mirror. Are you making your fellow life better? You can see 45 kg rice as 50 kg. You don't come out 5 kg. All right, we move down to the people. Darren Frank, you are welcome, Darren. Darren, it's been a while. The APC is going to face defection because Wike and some APC members have already started getting issues secretly. On to the next one, David Okafor saying dash. Please let's respect each other. You should know the kind of comment you put in the comment section. Please, that's why I'm always using dash. Okay. I can't read that kind of comment out. I'm sorry, sir. All right, Baba Yaga says Abubakar Yanusa on X yesterday. Tinubu is the worst president in history of Nigeria. Do you subscribe to it? Do you admit to what he said? That Tinubu is the worst president? What is the problem, sir? Pensioner. What, you want to say something? You want to hear your opinion? Oh yeah, come closer, sir.
Government of Ogun, only máa sọ 30,000 for pensioner, àgbàdo pé ó kéré jù a lè gbà. How long is the chairman of the pension?
That was when? When did you say that?
Last month, you say only we pay pensioner 30,000. I said the 30,000 is too small for pension.
Okay. So what do you want to say? What do you want to tell him now?
Make him repeat our pension money.
Okay.
To 80,000.
You should increase it.
Yes.
All right. Is that all?
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
I say I am chairman of pensioner, Mr. Pedro.
Which branch?
Huh?
Over here.
For Alawusa, Ministry of Transportation.
Okay, transportation.
Yeah.
You served for how many years?
I served 22 years.
22 years. So you want the governor to increase the money, right?
That I think I can make a good person.
It's too small.
The one you said. How many months? About 3 months. February, January.
How many months is the government owing you?
January, February. 2 months.
Just 2 months.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
Where was the question?
That you see senior citizens being deprived of their stipends, as it were. The man has just made a passionate appeal to the governor of the state. That is, if all that he said was correct, if he is in his right frame of mind, to some extent I want to believe so, Mr. Governor should please ensure that senior citizens are taken care of. Their stipends should get to them at the appropriate time. Thank you, Michael.
All right, gentlemen, but before you go, what concrete outcomes of this convention will Nigerians actually feel in the next how many years?
Well, I mean,
that is if they are ready to address the
underlying issues. We can't keep doing things. I mean, just as the saying goes, doing same thing the same way and expect a different results. As long as these delegates, these parties have the same kind of orientation, as long as they are not pushing or putting the people in the front burner of their policies, thinking that I know the best thing for you guys, don't worry. Whatever pain I'm putting on you now, just don't worry, keep bearing it. It's for your good. And I don't know how sustainable that can be. Because even in medical procedures, like there are people that manages pain. I think anesthesiologists is what they are called. These are people that ensure that even in medical, during surgery, major surgery or medical procedures, pains must be managed, despite the fact that the whole essence is to save that individual. But if you fail to manage pain, you will still lose that patient. So the kind of policy that you want to bring that will keep bringing pains to Nigerians, and what you are going to tell them is that don't worry, it's for your good. Pain must be properly managed, and that is why people subsidize, that is why people come in different government intervention to ensure that the burden is not totally on the people. So my advice to our leaders, if they have ears, is to ensure that whatever policies they are bringing on board has a human face, has a human angle to it, so that it's not about us thinking that we know the best for the people, but getting the feedback also from the people to ensure that this pain not too much for them.
Thank you so much.
Many thanks, bro.
Evangelist, you are both welcome to the program.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mr. Maya, good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Thank God it's Friday.
32 governors, 50 delegates will be standing on the mandate of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Abuja. Of course, you know, there's a convention ongoing there, starting from today to tomorrow. Saturday, 28th. What are your expectations? And what would you call this kind of gathering? For a party that has not really performed up to the expectations of Nigerians, for a party that has not really decisively dealt with insecurity, but Nigerians have been accusing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of not having the political will to solve the issue of insecurity. For a party or for a man that under his leadership, Nigerians are complaining of hardship, or a party that Nigerians are being killed on a daily basis, the party is holding a convention there. So how would you describe that kind of gathering?
Mike, I think this should be the last gathering. I don't know whether they are going to gather again for Parliament Tinubu for second term or for third term, because a lot of them are already projecting him, to continue, maybe possibly become a life president. This is a gathering of sycophants. It's a gathering of affliction. It's a gathering. I think this is the time for them to settle themselves. You can see how many billions all the are going to go home. Some of them are going to buy houses for themselves and move on with their life because it's government. They see it as a public thing. Nobody should be held accountable. Where this money is coming from, we don't even know. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, really unfortunate. Right from time, anybody that is crying now should also know that people like us started shouting this thing right from the days of Buhari. From Buhari, this is where we are now. I want to say that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, I repeat, is still in my record 0/0. Let me take you back more lane. Buhari, 8 years. He was able to own Nigeria, or close to 85 billion money borrowed, 85 trillion or billion or whatever. But Tinubu, under 3 years, we are talking about close to 200 trillion or 200. I can tell you that you can go and check, and we have not seen anything that we can use to rate all this money. And this is a president that has no stamina. You need a stamina to be able to run a nation. Give him bicycle now to drive. He cannot be able to drive it. Okay, he's not fit physically, mentally, and otherwise. And you can see what money can do. If you look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu very well, you know that this guy, he's not fit at all. In terms of administration, in terms of competence, in terms of integrity, everything about him is questionable. I told you that God has given Nigerians signs about what this man is going to become, or what his administration is going to become. On his first day of inauguration, he fell down. It's a sign that Nigerians are going to face the consequences of the conspiracy that produced him, because we know that it was conspiracy that actually produced him. And look at it. I also make reference to somebody said, I cannot compromise my position today. And that was how Alex Oti came into being. Look at how many years. It took Jakonde 4 years and 8 months or thereabout.
6 months.
Look at all his legacies in Lagos State. And I go tell me, say, Bola Ahmed Tinubu fix Lagos State. All those things are just propaganda trash. Jakonde was able to do it even without crude oil. All these guys you are seeing today, they are all looters, they are all corrupt. And the corruption of APC is started to know. Whether they are gathering, I've told you, they are gathering. This gathering is not to question anybody. This gathering is not to ask questions. This gathering is not about direction or how Nigeria. This is the time they want to share money. And everybody will disappear.
it was alleged that before you come into APC, once you agree, there is a token of 250 billion that is being given to each governor. What is the purpose of that money that was given to governors at the campaign? That means all the politicians in Nigeria, they do not have ideology. I keep on saying it. These guys we are praising every day, they do this. Do they actually believe in Nigeria? I do know that it's a party thing. They can do their own thing, and do the sharing. At the end of the day, everybody goes. Then Aluta continue. That's my take.
Your own description of the gathering.
Yeah, my beloved brother, I must be honest. It's not this Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are not the first to gather. Many other governments have gathered before his own time. But the issue is this: on what purpose are they gathering, and what will be the outcome of that gathering? We all know that mostly and most at times, they gather. Definitely, they will go home with something. We know that. Even in the house meeting, apart from convention. But the major thing is this, just like my colleagues say, that they do not believe in Nigeria. No, they believe, it depends on the angle of the belief you are talking about in this country. They believe in Nigeria, but they don't believe in what? In developing Nigeria. It's two different things. If you don't believe in developing something, doesn't mean that you do not believe in that. Okay? You believe because you are making it there. It's your source of making your own enrichment. But not the light, not for the light to shine in that place. You understand? Because we have witchcraft gathering. They do gather. And they gather in the night for a purpose. And the other people gather even at the same time in the night for another purpose that is good. Praise the Lord. Are you hearing me? It's like somebody going to the club. People go to club for a business, while some go for club for enjoyment. Some even go to that club to carry women. Some go there only to drink. Some just go there to catch fun, dance, and come back. So it's of different. So the convention now is not bad that they are holding their convention as a political party. But the outcome, the reason, and the purpose, if not that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed, I see no reason why anybody should go or even speak against that gathering. You understand me? Let us be sincere. You understand me? Be sincere. But just because that he has failed the Nigerians, and he has failed his promise. Even within himself, if he can speak the truth, at which one day you will see him. Though he's even far, was it not the other day he apologizes to Nigerians? That is a sign of him acknowledging that he has failed. You understand? During their Ramadan, the apology shows that he has acknowledged it of a truth that he has failed. So, and that's my own thing on that convention. But listen to me, whichever convention APC is holding, they should try and hold a convention that will bring at least the freedom and the peace of the nation and of the freedom of the people, and the happiness and joy and the betterment of the people. You understand? Of the people. There is not only the Boko Haram, disturbance. Do you know that hunger is as well seeking Nigerians? You will see you now looking like old people. But if we tell you their age now, you will be shocked. But because of hunger and too much of stress, that's why you see the Nigerians looking older than their age. You understand? So these are the things, and that is my take on this. 2027, You know, the Nigerian system of government, the way we run our own election. We don't do election, we only do selection. So in that 27, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu remain selected, my own is the fear of what will happen in that 2027.
All right, thank you so much. We need to go. I say a big thank you to all esteemed viewers on the platform. We'll be back here tomorrow with more interesting topics. I'm Michael Abdul. Please stay safe.